Now, there's been a rise in graffiti across all sorts of neighborhoods in the country, right? And we've also seen a lot of imagery coming in from so-called marginalized neighborhoods across the country. Like you might have seen graffiti in places like Dharavi, right? And they seem to be done by artists who are not from Dharavi. They're a lot more well-to-do, and they can sort of afford to do this. And the place is Dharavi, but the art isn't. So it seems like it's an affordability issue. What do you think needs to happen to make graffiti more accessible for everyone?
We need more workshops. That's why workshops
Okay.
exist.
All right.
So very recently, I mean, I can talk about Dharavi because we worked with the Dharavi project, which is project sponsored by Kyunki. It's an AR Rahman project which sponsors them. So they have a school in Dharavi where they teach hip hop,
Okay.
breaking and rapping and graffiti. And I've been part of that initiative on the fringes for the last 3 4 years. So I've
All
been
right.
seeing what's happening, and there's some amazing stuff happening there. Kids are getting supported. I mean, the payment as such may not be so great, but
Okay.
the exposure is there. Those people are actually trying. Slum Gods is another organization based out of Dharavi. Then you have in the rap circle, there is Dupatellix, there is Swadesi, which doesn't come from Dharavi as such, but they keep
Okay.
performing over there. There is Dharavi United in general, and of course, you've seen the movie, The Gully Gang, which came from there.
Yeah.
So, so when you talk about Dharavi or the rest of the slums as well, obviously Dharavi gets a lot of footage because of the glorification as such. But the rest of the slum area, there is a lot of stuff happening, and it will continue to happen because these artists, these rappers, these they all come with this feeling कि यार मुझे job तो वैसे भी नहीं मिलना है. So let me try doing something with
Okay.
which probably I can, I mean, I see this in general, by the way, in Indian society, where a lot of these artists they flourish when they come from marginalized backgrounds because they don't have probably anything to lose as such.
Right.
And I see that as sometimes an advantage for them. And when you say that art is not affordable to them, that's again not true because
Okay.
paint hardly cost anything. Okay, like you may say कि अरे 1 लीटर का पेंट कितने का आता है. 1 लीटर का पेंट आपको 400 500 रुपए में आ जाएगा.
Right.
1 लीटर में आप पूरा घर, घर तो नहीं, but you can kind of do a very large wall in 1 liter paint
Right.
probably. So it's just the question of how many workshops are we going to do, how many CSRs are supporting us,
Okay.
and how many people are we reaching out to. The rest people can just take it up in their hands and do it themselves. We don't need to handhold them. We just need that first touch, and we've seen it so many times, multiple times. Like this young boy in Gurgaon, he was studying in a school called Saksham. We did a small street art convention in Gurgaon in Sector 46.
Okay.
He just came over there as a helper, like the teacher had said कि अरे इसको भी use कर लो. He's just there, he's an artist, he learns taekwondo. He made an amazing 3D street art piece over there. He's a wonderful artist. So and then later on he goes on and creates more stuff himself. So there is the
So it's
art
just a
will
matter
come
of
from there.
so it's just a matter of
Just a matter
exposure
of
then.
Absolutely, just a matter of how many workshops are we doing and making them exposed to this stuff. And also one more thing to keep, there's a clause over there because
Okay.
the moment you start doing this as a CSR or as a workshop to do exposure and stuff, there are also CSRs and organizations or brands who then kind of use this as a big PR opportunity,
Okay.
which they have,
Right.
and they will continue to probably do it. So that's the flip side. I'm just pointing that out. Like
Sure.
for them, everybody who comes up and says कि अरे मुझे CSR करना है, तो they want a slum for that. So that's kind of
Right.
sad.
Okay. That's a take I haven't heard before. But
Hmm.
yeah. So in every decade there seems to be a certain flavor to it, right? Whether in terms of the aesthetic or the message that's going out, and it builds upon whatever used to be in in the previous years. What do you think the next decade is going to look like for street art? What kind of styles are you seeing develop right now, and what are some of the sort of hotspots in the ecosystem?
I see a great future for street art in India
Okay.
because, as I said, being a third world country, we are kind of skipping past some of the major milestones that first world countries had to go through.
Right.
So as I explained, like, kids are going directly from their sketch pens and sketch pads to doing large scale portraits on walls. Like, they're not even doing graffiti anymore or tagging or stuff. They're like, क्यों करने का है जब पैसा तो उधर से मिलना है ना, you're going to get the
Right.
money from street art, so let me just skip directly to there. And the second thing being not just, by the way, just the murals, the sculptures as well, or
Right.
any other form of this public space. So the more awareness we are getting, the more internet we are seeing, the more aspiration we are seeing in people to kind of replicate that. So
Right.
we already have people who are doing, let's say, 3D street art pieces,
Wow.
and we are already seeing certain projects. Let's say there's this one project that was done by Start organization. They had an artist called Bond come over,
Okay.
and he did a augmented reality piece. So we have augmented reality, virtual reality. In Bombay, we've seen 3D projection mapping projects happen. So there's a lot of this tech which is now going to come in the next decade. That is the future, and people are already equipped with iPads now, by the way. And a
Right.
lot of these illustrators who are ready with and in fact, that is one of my side projects, to kind of like motivate as many illustrators
Right.
out there to kind of come onto the streets, because they're doing amazing stuff online on
Okay.
Instagram. We want them outside on the streets, man. That's
Right.
where the people want to see that stuff. So I'm trying to encourage them, and I think that happens one artist at a time. Again, workshops, these free opportunities to come and paint. We're doing all these projects. So yeah, I mean, we're going to have a very exciting future.
No, it is exciting, right? Especially when, since you talked about tech, the possibilities are just gonna go, I don't know, multifold, right? There's no limit to
Absolutely.
what you can do with tech now. So it's going
Yes.
to be interesting to see what the next few years have to offer.